My name is Florence Wainaina. I'm so happy to be talking to you. I decided to be posting these videos at least once a month. We started in October, but I was gaining the courage to be able to do these videos, and I know they will be very impactful because there are many things I would like to do with this group or with these videos on YouTube. I would like to empower someone to be able to start a business, to be able to grow themselves, to be able to change mindset, because I have seen personally that's where I have come from. I was somewhere where I was pursuing my career in teaching in the university, but I did not see past that point. It doesn't mean that I am letting go of that career. That is something that I'm still pursuing, but it's good to have something else that you're working towards. Not many years ago, many of you do not know me. So, also part of this is self discovery, letting you know who I am and the things I have done to be able to get myself to this place. There was a time when I did not have a college education, and I was a stay at home mom. I was taking care of my family, my child, had no education, could not be able to get a loan to start a business because I had nothing. So, as a woman, I felt very disempowered, very weak, because I had to depend on my spouse to be able to survive, which for me very I felt very tied down. But like I said, this is also a mindset kind of a thing. You need to be able to change your idea of what it is that you need to do to empower yourself. Start from where you are, start from what you already have. You cannot pick someone else's journey and pick it up from there. You have to start from where you are. So from where I was at the time, I found I had very little capital. I think I had like 500 shillings if I remember. And at the time, soap making business was not very big. It was something that was still not very well known. That was like in 2000 and probably 2006, 2007, I think around 2007. So I started making liquid soap and teaching myself how to make the detergent and the Harpic, the one for cleaning the toilets. So I tried to make that and sell to people as I went along. And I was able to make some money. That was not where I wanted to go, because at the time I was so passionate about starting a pizza business. So passionate. But it needed quite a lot of capital. And I made this business plan, and I took the business plan to banks, and the banks just looked at me like, young lady, you do not have any collateral, you don't have any land or a house that we can use to at least guarantee you this loan. We can see you're passionate, but you cannot get to this point. And true enough, I don't think I was equipped to be able to run that kind of a business, because I think there are so many things I also did not know. So I think I was 20, 23 years old at the time. Please don't calculate my age. So at that time, I realized I probably need to start from where I am. And that's what I did. I started from where I was. I sold the soap. I made some money. I was able to support my family, at least from my point of view, as much as my husband was supporting the family. I had also my part to play, and it gave me some satisfaction. The satisfaction did not come from sitting in the house and taking care of my family. I felt I was contributing to something. And with time, I got lucky. I was able to start college. And from college, now this opened up another door for me. It opened up another whole lot of life for me, because I met so many people. I learned so many things, and my experiences broadened my horizons. So from here now, I realized soap is not the way to go because I was dealing with a younger audience, a younger group. So I met a friend. His name was Lawi, and he introduced me to selling watches, ladies and gents watches. Now, I did not know anything about the business, but an experience in campus taught me something small, that I am good at persuading people. I remember there was a company at the time, Telcom. It was called Orange at the time. They were selling lines and they came to campus and were looking for student volunteers. Of course, it wasn't voluntary because they were paying like 500 shillings a day. But for that 500 shillings, they expected you to sell a certain number of lines. And I went and sold to so many people. I was very quiet, by the way, in campus. But I managed to sell so many lines in a day. I remember that lady, the one who was running the operation, was wondering, how do you sell to people? How do you get people to buy lines? I also didn't understand. I just approached people very quietly and explained that we were selling lines, and people bought them and kept buying. Other people, because there was a big student body, people kept buying the lines, and that's how I made my first debut into now a larger scale of business. And at this point, I knew I had something, and this something is actually very big. And so I got into the watch business. And so I had my market, the students, and I sold them. And with time, I discovered the watches were also not, um, as much as I sold them for a long time, they were not very durable because of the quality. So I probably needed to change the kind of business I was doing. And so I went into gifts. So these gifts were just a wide variety depending on what someone wanted. So I added value by packaging and presenting. If you needed it delivered, I delivered it for you for free. So maybe you had a girlfriend or a friend who was having a birthday and you needed something done, I did it. And along that line, while doing the gifts business, be it perfume, be it still doing some of the watches, but this time I was a bit careful about the quality. I also started baking cakes. Yes, I love baking. So I started using that as also a way to make money. So I got orders for cakes, I got orders for gifts, and in a short time, I had finished college, and there went my market. And then I got employed. But what I'm trying to say is you have to start somewhere. And by the way, what I did not mention is as much I was selling the gifts and the watches, I did not use my capital because I did not even have the money to buy this stock. Let's say stock. What I did is I utilized the friendships that I had. I approached the friends and I told them, okay, like when I met Lawi, for example, to sell watches, we built a rapport. We were strangers to each other. But I told him, you know what? I am good at selling. Now, learning from what I learned from selling the lines for Orange Telcom, that I am good at selling these things and I'm good at persuading people. So why don't you trust me with these 10 watches? I sell them, I get my profit, and then I return the watches to you. And that's the same model I used also with the shops that I was getting the gifts from. So I told them, I need you to give me this. We write it down. And I made sure that at the end of, say, 1 week, because I had to give them a timeline, I will come back with your money. I will, of course, I asked them to reduce their price so that they reduce their profit. so that I can also be able to have a leeway of counting the fact that I had gone to get the product from the shop. I am selling it to them probably even faster than they would have sold it while they were in the shop. And true enough, I sold very fast. Like the perfumes and the colognes. A designer cologne probably at that time started from about 3,500. And I made sure the owner of the shop, the lady, I had sold like 3 perfumes or 4 perfumes, even in a week or two, which was more than she ever could sell in her shop alone. But I don't know. I somehow you just get the grace for what it is you're passionate about. And for sure, God has a way of supporting you. Thank you for today. I know I will be adding some more snippets or ideas that I have gone through, and maybe you can also share, subscribe to this channel, but also share your experiences. I know someone watching this channel will be able to learn something from you. Thank you.